A little bit easier job today. I got the differential seal, got that in the mail, and then also the pinion seal back there. I noticed it was leaking, so we'll drain the fluid, put these new gasket on. Hopefully easy job. When I took the pinion off my 47 Ford truck, that was a lot of pressure. That thing went flying about 30 feet, so gotta be careful with those sometimes. And then I'll also drain the fluid on that transmission while I got primer on it, and we'll replace the fluid in it. Since we're messing with gear oil, we'll just do them both today. Okay, we'll do the easy thing first. Take this differential case off, and I notice there's a tag right here, so we'll make sure we put that back in the same spot. And should be fairly simple. Okay, we've got the cover off. I remembered that this hole, when I was putting this brake line on, was not wanting to catch. Threaded in part way, and it didn't really want to tighten up. Like those threads are stripped a little bit, and I can see some threads are stripped right there at the edge. I also noticed when I took all the bolts out that one of them is just a little bit longer than the others. So you notice this guy here, it's got an extra thread or two, and I did stick that in, and I can tighten it up with that one, so I'll remember to put that lighter colored bolt up there in that 2 to 3 o'clock position when I put it back together. And while we have this out, I'm going to go ahead and work around to the front of that yoke up here and take that off. No sense in filling this thing up and then having some drain out the front, so we'll do that before we put this back together. While we got this cover off, I went ahead and stripped it. I'll prime it and paint it while I'm working on that front seal. Okay, on the front of this differential, got a pipe wrench on there and a breaker bar, and that created the leverage I needed to break it loose. It's an 1.125" socket. Okay, got the puller on there, and now I'm just going to slowly crank that and see if that'll pop, that yoke will pop off there. Okay, now we've got the pinion off, and then we just got to get that seal out of there. And just make sure, here's the new seal, just making sure it's the right size. It is. So I think I can just get a screwdriver back under there and just pry on it and pop it out of there. Got the seal out. Of course, you're kind of committed once you start. They get really damaged up when you pry them out of there. And now we got the seal out of there. So we'll clean some of this up and around the edges and get the new seal back in there. Okay, we've got the seal setting there. Got a small hammer and a piece of wood. And the goal is to not damage the edge of this seal. And I'm going to use the wood as a method to kind of spread the force over a larger area along those edges. And maybe or maybe not. Let's see. Might have to start it with trying to get that seal in. Been trying to tap it easy, but it don't want to go very well. So I created a wood block, drilled a hole in it so I can set it on there and hit that with a lot bigger hammer. Okay, after fighting for a bit, finally got that seal in there, and got the connecting yoke back on. So now I can go back to the other side and put the pan back on, the differential cover and gasket, and fill it up. Okay, got the cover back on with the gasket and special bolt put here. It tightened right up, so tag back in that location. So now I'll just fill it up with some fluid, 80-90 weight hypoid gear oil is just what goes in there, same as the transmission. Looks like it's full now.